Hello and welcome to another episode of Courtside with Maggie. So this channel is dedicated to tennis fans, and unlike other channels where they are very analytical and talk about players and strategy and things like that, I don't. I just talk about tennis, the love of tennis, the history of tennis, the fashion, the players, the gossip, who's dating who, and I do have my own opinions about the players and strategy, but I will share them with you. But I am no means least an expert. I'm not a player, and I'm definitely not a coach. So this is just a fun channel for tennis fans. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you like my content, please like and subscribe by hitting the button below. So today's episode, what is it all about? It is about going to Wimbledon for 2026 if you do not have a ticket already. Now, previously, in years gone by, I've entered the public ballot for Wimbledon. And let's just say it's been like 40 years that I've never won a ticket. And it was getting to the stage where going to Grand Slams was becoming part of my bucket list. And now I've ticked off 2 Grand Slams, got 2 left to go. Wimbledon was one of them. And I thought to myself, how am I actually going to get there? The only way that I can get there is by joining the queue at Wimbledon. That is it. You have to join the queue. And if you are prepared to camp and go the day before or even the Saturday before and camp so you were in the first 500 people, because that's the amount of tickets they will give out on that day, then you are guaranteed a ticket to get into centre court, number 1 court, etc. So go camping. That is the only way you will get into Wimbledon. So you can take a tent with you. You can take a little camp chair with you. The size of your tent cannot be more than a 2-man tent, okay? If it's bigger than that, they're going to tell you to take it down. When you go into Wimbledon Common, there are designated lanes and you must pitch your tent accordingly. There will be stewards there to tell you what to do, but it's just great fun. So that's the tent. You will not, on the weekend before the build-up, before opening Monday on the 29th of June, there aren't going to be any food vans, coffee vans, or any facilities on the common. So you will have to go outside of the park, down the high street, and visit Sainsbury's. And there's local coffee shops, there's a fish and chip shop, and there are other shops that you can buy food from. So you're not short of places to go. There are no shower facilities. So if you are camping for a long period of time, my advice to you is to go and buy a day pass for the local gym and use their shower facilities. Other than that, you're going to have to use a wet wipe. Last year it was blistering hot, and hydration was really important. So make sure you check the weather forecast and you pack accordingly. You're going to need, if it is hot, you're going to need the usual sunblock. You're going to need water bottles. You're going to need appropriate clothing. Please take a hat. And maybe a handheld fan just to keep you cool, because last year at the tournament there were people passing out because of the extreme heat temperatures. Obviously you're going to need to take your little gadgets with you, so maybe you're going to need chargers for your phone, your laptop. Basically you're going to need reading material, because basically there's nothing to do on the common the weekend before the tournament, so take things to amuse you. One good thing about the tournament is that you make friends. Last year I did this completely on my own as a single female, and you know what? I felt completely safe. There was no fear of, people coming into my tent or anything like that. They actually locked the gates at Wimbledon Common, so nobody can actually come in after 9 p.m. So that just negates the safety risk. I made friends with people in the queue. We would get together, we would go to dinner together, and that's the love of it, of camping at Wimbledon, is that you get to make friends with complete strangers. And last year was absolutely fabulous. So this quick video if you want to get a ticket to Wimbledon for centre court, number one court, etc., and you don't have one, you need to queue. And if you're a die-hard fan like me and you really, really want a ticket, you really need to camp early. Don't leave it too late. And as you know, last year, because of the weather, they actually shut the park and the queuing system because there were just thousands and thousands of people. So I'm a bit of a planner and I like to know what I'm doing when I'm doing it. So don't leave it to the last minute because that will just ruin your experience altogether. No loud music after I think 9-10 o'clock at night. So in true British style, we like to keep it quite quiet. Although last year we did have a rowdy group of boys that kept us up all night. So that wasn't too great. So that's camping at Wimbledon. Now, what happens on the Monday morning, really bright and early? They expect you to get up about 5 a.m. and to start packing your tent down and to start getting the crowd moving forward. So it is a really early start on the Monday. And yeah, it can be quite tiring. However, it is 100% worth it. So that is my quick video about camping at Wimbledon. If you've got any questions about camping, what you need to take, please drop some comments down below. I will be happy to answer them. And yeah, let's see what happens at Wimbledon this year with Alcaraz not being there. We will see what happens. Hopefully Sinner will be back to his old form, and let's see if there are any younger competitors that can give these top players a run for their money. So if you've liked this video, please like and subscribe and hit the button below, and I will see you on the next episode of Courtside with Maggie.